Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I recreated this look for you guys. The reason why I say recreated is because I did film a look very similar to this 2 days ago, but I was just having one of those days where I just didn't really feel like filming, but I still wanted to get a video up for you guys. So I recorded anyways, and I've learned my lesson. I'm never going to do that again because the whole video was just complete crap. It was just not good, but I did post the look still, and that is what it looked like. It is literally the exact same thing. I just changed the lid color and the lip color. Everything else is completely the same. So yeah, this was the eye look, and then this is what I did. I just as I said, did change the lid color to something a little bit more neutral and shimmery, and then I just added a berry lip instead of what I was wearing, which was a more cool toned like taupey lip. So I just changed it because I don't know if it's just I wasn't feeling the makeup look. Like, I really loved how it turned out. It's just the video was just not good, and I didn't want to put out a bad quality video for you guys. I believe more so in quality over quantity, so it is always going to be my goal to try to put up the best content for you guys. Although I was really bummed that the video originally did not turn out how I wanted it to, I'm actually pretty happy that I had to refilm it simply because I do love this makeup look a little bit more with the neutral lip and the berry lip. So yeah, I hope you guys don't mind that I did change up the look a little bit. I hope you guys still enjoy it, and let's go ahead and get started with this tutorial.
I started out with my Makeup Forever Step 1 Equalizing Primer, followed up with my Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation, and then I also did fill in my brows using the Anastasia Dip Brow and the Brow Definer, as well as primed my lids. Next, I'm going to go with my L'Oreal Superstar liquid liner, and I'm just going to draw just the wing shape. I'm not going to extend the liner all the way across my lash line. I just want to really create that nice sharp wing so we can go in and kind of connect the cut crease to it later. Next, I'm going to be taking Soft Brown. This is by MAC, and I'm going to be picking this up on a Sigma E40 brush, and I'm just going to blend that into my crease. This is just going to be our transition shade, and it is just going to help all of the other shadows that we are going to use blend a lot better. Next, I'm going into my Kat Von D shade in my eye palette, and I'm picking up this chocolatey brown shade on a Sigma E45 brush, and I'm just going to be applying this to the outer corner of the eye. I am applying it a little bit on the wing, and that is okay because we will go ahead and clean that up later, as well as redefine the wing once we do the actual cut crease. So I'm just going to keep blending this into my outer corner so that it will be a nice transition for the black, which we are going to start doing next. I'm using a Sigma EO5 eyeliner brush to do this, and all I'm doing is I'm connecting the outer part of the wing, and I'm just dragging it in until about a third of the way into my eye, and then I'm going to stop and then go back with all the brushes that we have used, and I'm just going to blend that out and diffuse it, and then go back and redefine it. It's a process just going back and forth, blending and redefining until it looks how I want it to look. You guys know the drill. I always go in with my clean, dense buffer brush just to really buff out all those edges to make sure that my eye look is as seamless as possible. And then once I've done that, I'm going to go back in, redefine the cut crease, blend it out a little bit, and then we will be moving on to the actual cutting of the crease, which is next. And I'm going to be using my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is in the shade Chantilly, and I'm just using that on a flat shader brush, and I'm just going to be defining that crease so that is nice and cut and nice and sharp. And then to blend it out, I just patted my finger over the color, and then I did go back in with the E45 just to make sure that there was no pigment that was lost from creating the cut crease. Next, for the lid color, I'm going to be taking Omega. This is also from MAC, and I'm just going to be applying that to my lid with a flat definer brush, or flat shader brush, I'm sorry. And I'm just going to be applying that to my lid, and then you will see me follow up with a MAC single shadow. This is in the shade All That Glitters, and I'm just going to be applying that with my finger on top of that Omega shade just to give it some shine. Now it is time to redefine the wing, so I'm just going back in with the same liner and I'm just going to draw my wing shape again, just so there is a difference between the wing and the cut crease that we dragged in from the wing. I'm taking this creamy white shade to highlight my brow bone. I went ahead and I applied my falsies off camera just because it is easiest that way. Next, I'm going to be going in with this little tiny shader brush and the black shadow, and I'm just going to fill in the gap between the winged liner and the cut crease, just so it doesn't look like there's negative space there, because I do want that to look filled in. Continuing on with the face, I'm going to go back with the same NARS concealer in the shade Chantilly, and I'm just going to be using this to clean up my under eyes and highlight my under eyes, blend it out with a beauty blender, and then I am also going to be using this concealer to balance out the highlight on my chin and my nose and a little bit on my forehead, just so it doesn't look like my under eyes are the brightest part. I really want to create a balance within my face, and that is how I do that. Now going into my Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette, I'm taking the two lightest shades, the more pink toned one and the more yellow toned one, and I'm just going to be mixing those together and applying them under my eyes to set that concealer. And I will also be using those same two shades to set the other spots that I put concealer on. Next, I'm going to be going back in with Soft Brown by MAC, and I also mixed a little bit of Omega with it, and I'm just going to be blending that onto my lower lash line with a MAC 217 brush. And then I did dip into the dark brown that we used as well as the black, and I just used that to shade my lower lash line just to give it a little bit more darkness and depth. Next, I went ahead and I applied some mascara. This is the Tarte Lights Camera Flashes mascara, my all-time favorite. This to me just 100% completes the look. I cannot go anywhere without having my bottom mascara on. It is a must. Next, I'm going back into the Kat Von D Contour Palette, and I'm picking up the middle warmest shade, and I'm going to be just applying that with a big powder brush as my bronzer, just to warm up my face. And then I'm going to be picking up the shade on the far left, and I'm going to be using that shade to contour, and I'm also going to be using this shade to contour my nose as well. I know the nose contour looks a little strong right now, but I did go in and I kind of blended it out with the same brush that I used to set under my eyes and all the concealer. Then I'm going into that Maybelline Modern Metallics palette, and I am taking the really beautiful highlight shade that I talked about in my last video. I've been obsessed with this, and I'm just going to be using that as a highlighter, and I did apply it to my cheekbones, my nose, my cupid's bow, and my inner corners as well. Then I'm going to be taking this NARS brush. This is in the shade Dolce Vita, and I'm going to be applying that to my cheeks as usual. And then moving on to lips, this is a ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in the shade More Better. That name makes me cringe because that is not proper English, but I'm just gonna let it slide because I really do love the color of this liquid lip, and I have never worn this one, but it was actually really comfortable, so I was very happy about that.
Alright guys, so this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you let me know by giving this video a big thumbs up, as well as subscribing down below. Also, let me know down in the comment section what other videos you'd like to see from me, and I'd be more than happy to do those for you. But until then, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.